Dan Willis here, and we're talking about Cedar Financial and specifically how to negotiate and potentially pay Cedar Financial collections, and so it will help to improve your credit score. Now, you only want to enter into negotiations directly with Cedar Financial after you've had your account validated and you've investigated that statute of limitations legal time window. We discussed that here in an earlier video. If you happen to miss it, we'll include a link in the description below. Now, if your account is validated and it is within the statute of limitations legal time window, our next step is to negotiate a settlement agreement directly with Cedar Financial. There's two parts to your agreement, and it's best to get this in writing. First, we need to negotiate to settle for less, so we'll be paying just a fraction of the total balance due. Often, you'll be able to negotiate and settle for as little as 20% up to around 40% of the total balance. For instance, with a $2,000 debt, you may be able to negotiate and settle for just 25% or $500. This is standard operating procedure in the debt collection industry, and Cedar Financial will likely be thrilled to accept a settlement for less. The second part of our agreement is mission critical. We must get Cedar Financial to agree that in exchange for our payment, they'll stop reporting our account information to all three credit bureaus. If we overlook this part of our settlement agreement, once we make payment, the only thing that will change is the status of the collection on our credit reports. It'll be changed from an unpaid collection to a paid collection. And that's still a negative credit report item, and it's very likely to lower your credit score. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. Now let's talk about what's called a pay for delete. Have you heard of this amazing sounding approach to dealing with debt collectors called a pay for delete? It's where we demand Cedar Financial first delete the collection on our credit reports, and then we promise once that's done, then we'll make payment. Sounds terrific, and you're welcome to try this approach, but please don't hold your breath. As great as it sounds, it's not based in reality. In our decade-plus years of experience, we've yet to hear of one individual or one company ever making this agreement. It may not sound like a big difference asking the debt collector to simply stop reporting your account information in exchange for payment, but it is an agreement they will make, even if reluctantly, and it enables us to clear your credit report and remove this collection here in our next step. In our final step, we're looking at how to remove this collection from your credit report. And to do this, we need to exercise more of your consumer rights, this time those granted by the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. This federal legislation enables us to challenge and dispute any item on our credit reports so long as we believe it's inaccurate, incorrect, or made in error. And yes, we're going to dispute the Cedar Financial collection item. You can file your credit report dispute three ways: online, over the phone, and by mail. Once the credit bureaus get your dispute, they first get to deem it valid or frivolous. Only on valid disputes are they required to investigate, and this is another conversation for another time and place, so we're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there for you, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Now, once the credit bureaus get your dispute and find it valid, they're required to investigate the item. They'll call it a reinvestigation, nevertheless, during which they'll contact Cedar Financial and ask them to verify the account. As per your settlement agreement directly with Cedar Financial, they're not going to verify your account when the credit bureaus investigate. This is the second part of your settlement agreement about them agreeing to stop reporting your account information. As a result, and in compliance with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the credit bureaus must remove this item from your credit reports. You see, every item on your credit report is supposed to be accurate and verifiable. This is how to get rid of bad credit and legally and without just waiting 7 long, expensive, and embarrassing years. 7 years is the maximum. There is no minimum amount of time any negative item must remain on your credit report. And let us repeat, there is no minimum amount of time any negative item must remain on your credit report. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. On a side, if this collection mark is on all 3 of your credit reports, you're going to need to file 3 separate credit bureau disputes, 1 dispute per bureau. And you should know there have been amendments made to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The most noteworthy is today you can dispute a data furnisher directly. In this case, that would be Cedar Financial, thus bypassing the credit bureaus. Now let's wrap this all up here. It's intimidating dealing with aggressive debt collectors, and the truth is they don't have your best interest at heart. Many folks feel as if they're living in ancient biblical times and are David going into battle with Goliath, and you're telling me all I get is a lousy slingshot and a couple of pebbles? Come on, man! Nevertheless, it's important to keep in mind every last one of these alphabet soup laws have been passed for you. At the end of the day, your credit score is a lot like your grade point average, GPA, in glory school days bygone. It doesn't matter if you're acing every one of your classes. If you're failing art class, that 1 negative mark is going to obliterate your overall GPA. This too is true of your credit score, and this is why it's so essential to clean up and remove any credit report dings, blemishes, or errors. And the good news is, in 2017 alone, over 10 million negative items were removed from consumers' credit reports. We encourage our members to consider professional, legitimate, and effective credit restoration companies to help. One of the best is the Lexington Law Firm. They've helped their clients successfully remove collections, late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, repossessions, student loans, and many more negative credit report items. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. Again, that's for a free credit report consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-844-517-7627. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there for you, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. And of course, subscribe and join our congregation. Have a fantastic day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.